Well, we're back. I got married, and obviously that took up a lot of my time. But today we're here about the car. Still got it. Not running right now because we're in the process of doing a DI delete, and that's what this video is going to be about. Also, we're doing a DI delete right now because the car is actually down, and it's down because it got hit while I wasn't home. Still parked in the same spot. Kind of a hit and run situation, not too much damage. They just messed up my fender, my bumper, and we're going to be getting that replaced soon. So obviously we're deleting the direct injection, so we're going to have to compensate for that fuel that we're going to be pulling away from the car. So I'm getting rid of the ID 1050Xs. We're going with the FIC. This time we're going with 1650s, which should be more than enough for what I'm doing. I most likely could have got away with FIC 1440s or even ID 1300Xs. As you can see, the car is absolutely filthy, but right over here you can see the fender's all kind of caved in. Believe it or not, there's a little bit of scuff damage that's under all the dirt, and see, they hit it all through here. Here the headlight was pushed back. Obviously they hit the headlight. This is bent up, so we're going to be replacing all of this, getting it repainted, and we'll see what happens from there. I pulled the headlight back in as much as I could. I'm going to let the body shop deal with the rest. I just wanted it to be able to drive, and it's still rubbing the tire, so most likely we'll have to tow it in. So I actually did a lot of the work already before even thinking about doing the video. I actually searched it online and I couldn't find any information regarding this, so I decided, well, I'm just gonna make the video. The blower is off already. I went ahead and pulled the spark plugs, so we're gonna go ahead and swap those as well. And well, this is how it's currently sitting. ID 1050Xs are pulled pending sale. If you're interested in them, let me know, and they're yours if I still have them. So the blower's already off. Obviously fuel rails are just hanging. We're keeping those. I already had sent off the direct injectors to get tested. They came back that like 6 out of 8 were leaking, so that's what prompted the DI delete, because why not? At this point they're problematic. Let's get rid of them and not worry about it in the future. So when you get the budget billet kit, it's just literally going to come with the parts needed, no instructions. And I was wondering what I'm going to do with this harness. Like I said, there's literally no instructions, no videos online, so I'm going to disconnect it and hope that that's the correct thing to do. So both harnesses disconnected, and looks a lot cleaner without it there. I didn't want it just dangling. We just got those two disconnected back there. So in the kit it comes with this. This is your main thing. Right now I'm going to assume that these sit in the direct injection holes. These will sit on top and bolted through, and then obviously this is for the actual DI pump. So let's get to work. So come on, focus. These actually have like a little gasket on it, and then obviously this rubber stop up at the top. I'm assuming that's to not allow any air to go in. Put the paper towel to keep them nice and clean. Sit in there just like so. Then that plate will kind of sit on top to tighten it down. Alright guys, the first set is all done, or first side I should say. Still have this side to do. Most of the injector plugs are already done. Just gotta bolt them down. Not that big of a deal. So when you put it in, it kind of just doesn't go all the way in, but once you set it over, the plate over, and start bolting it down, it sucks them in. All right, so we actually have the jump pack on there right now. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. You do have to get an updated tune for DI Delete. In this case, Ortiz Performance went ahead and hooked it up. They're actually the ones that hooked it up with the FIC 1650s, which I'll show you guys in just a little bit. But for now, tune is loading, or about to start loading. See, FIC 1650 HP FP Delete, and we're gonna write it. All right, so all 8 DI injector plugs are installed. Next up, we're gonna be removing this is all from the factory. We're gonna be removing this too. This is from the factory intercooler pump, but time to get rid of this. We no longer need the second regulator. So in doing so, because we're getting rid of the direct injector pump right here, I already disconnected this line. We need to extend this line to reach the fuel rail over here. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Just a couple conversion fittings and we'll be good to go. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and connect or disconnect all these fuel lines. So I went ahead, pulled this regulator out. All right, so I don't know how well you can see it, but let me get in there. All of the direct injector plugs are all installed. I went ahead and removed the fuel pump. High pressure fuel pump is right here. This line can be a pain in the ass. I actually disconnected it here. You got to fish it through the back of the block. That took some time. I mentioned earlier that we're gonna have to extend our fuel line, so I went ahead and removed the fittings here. Obviously, because we're deleting DI, we no longer need that regulator, so that is gone. Pretty straightforward from here. Some people say you have to remove the valve cover. I don't believe that is true at this point. There's no instructions with the kit, but this is the hardware that we have, and I believe these are studs. So I think we need to remove those studs and screw it down with those screws right here, and this blocks the NPT port on the top of the plate right here. So we should be good to go soon. Alright guys, so that small bolt that comes with the kit goes right here. Use some kind of Teflon material to seal it. Alright, so now that that's installed nice and clean, we can finish extending our fuel line so we can meet up with our rail, which will sit over here naturally. But before I do any of that, I want to vacuum all of this out. There's a bunch of debris and dirt and stuff, so vacuum it all up nice. Get it looking nice. We got a bunch of belt debris and stuff all up in there, so I kind of want to get rid of that. Once those lines are extended, literally just got to do the plugs, throw the blower back on, and we should be good for startup. With that being said, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to try to get back on this tomorrow or the following day to finish getting this knocked out. I desperately want my car running so I could get it over to the body shop to get the fender and bumper fixed. I might have the hood resprayed and the passenger side fender done while we're at it, because this little rock chip has been bothering me and the hood is starting to oxidize. Normal carbon thing. With that being said, we'll pick this up tomorrow. It's been a mission. A couple days later, ran into a little bit of a scare where the car wouldn't start. Loading a new tune on right now. Hopefully this is going to do the trick. I got a charger sitting on the car right now, but as you can see, we cleaned up all the fuel lines. Don't have this big mess going on over here. Deleted the regulator over here. You should be pretty damn close to being wrapped up at this point. Just got a couple minor little things to wrap up with the car, and we should be golden. Alright, now that we have the tune loaded, we're going to go ahead and put the camera in the back of the car and get that startup. Hopefully it's successful. We're going to have to adjust the fuel pressure from there and then wrap things up. And the process will be logging. Well guys, it's so nice to finally have this thing running. DI delete was a success. I don't know if it 100% solved the problem yet. I'm currently logging the car, so all of this information will be relayed to Ortiz Performance, and from there we'll know more information. With that being said, we are bleeding the car because there was coolant loss, of course. Got to tie up the fuel regulator pressure, and from there we should be all wrapped up. That being said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what kind of content you want to see. We have a lot coming up, a lot of options that we have with the car, really. But you guys know what we're about here. We're about getting those runs in. We want to go racing. We want to take it to the track. We want to have some fun with the car. With that being said, we need to upgrade the suspension. We need to get some 315 tires on here because it is not hooking on the tires that it's on there right now. We currently have a 305 set up on here, and it just doesn't work. So we'll figure that out. With that being said, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm out.